The big story in Action News is breaking news. A suspect has turned himself in for the deadly hit and run involving an 8-year-old boy. The crash happened last week in the city's Strawberry Mansion section as the little boy was crossing the street with his mom. Action News reporter Katie Catro joins us live in Spring Garden with the latest on today's arrest. Katie.
And Walter, police have been looking for this driver for days. Police had an arrest warrant out for 21-year-old Kadir Harris, who just turned himself in today here at the 9th District, just about an hour ago, along with his attorney, who says it was really pictures circulating on social media that prompted Harris to get an attorney and to make that decision to turn himself in. I want to show you this video. This is exclusive video, as only our cameras were rolling, showing 21-year-old Kadir Harris turning himself in right before he gave a hug to his uncle and brother. He is joined by his attorney. Harris is accused by police of being the hit-and-run driver who struck and killed an 8-year-old boy on Monday afternoon in Strawberry Mansion at 33rd and Huntington Streets. Witnesses say a mother was crossing the street with her son at the intersection when the driver of the white Buick Enclave struck the child. Police say the striking vehicle was stolen. The impact of the crash sent the boy about 25 feet into the air. He was taken by medics to a local hospital where he died. Some witnesses told police the driver appeared to be fleeing gunfire.
Okay, so the roads are going to get even more dangerous in Philly because remember, the city councilman, I think his name is Isaiah Thomas, who was behind the bill to ban traffic stops because they're disproportionately targeting and disproportionately against Sun people in a city that's 57% Sun people. In a city where Sun people commit literally 95% of the murder. They're shocked that they get pulled over 70. They account for 72% of the traffic stops. Think about that. In a city where Sun people commit 95% of the murder, they banned all traffic stops because their data found that 72% of all traffic stops are Sun people. And the guy behind it said that many of the people who are committing the crimes aren't old enough to drive. They don't have driver's licenses. And I had to remind him that, well, they drive around the city in stolen cars, which they use for drive-bys all the time. And this guy was fleeing gunfire in a stolen car when he mowed down an 8-year-old who was crossing the street with his mother. What a scene. Oh my God. She turns around, her kid's 25 feet in the air. And now he's coming down and she's got to watch that. The streets of Philadelphia will only get more dangerous for drivers. Only more dangerous now that, think about it. Him just speeding, he wouldn't have gotten pulled over because that's a minor traffic violation. Now, if a cop had been on the scene, the cop would have pulled him for hitting the 8-year-old because that would have been a major traffic violation. But him just flying down the street, that wouldn't have been causing, a cop couldn't have pulled him over. Yikes.
Police say the striking vehicle was stolen. The impact of the crash sent the boy about 25 feet into the air. He was taken by medics to a local hospital where he died. Some witnesses told police the driver appeared to be fleeing gunfire. We addressed this with Harris's lawyer today.
There's no question that, this is a tragedy. And I think anyone my client included, who hears about something like this, is absolutely crestfallen. There is some suggestion there were bullet holes in the vehicle, that maybe the vehicle was fleeing from someone who was shooting. So certainly it doesn't relieve the horrible, horrible thing that happened, but someone may have been in their own life or death situation.
In a stolen car. So you have to remember that. Yeah, he's fleeing gunfire. Was there, well, no, they didn't catch him on the scene. So we don't know if he shot at those people. Never mind about that, though. We can't prove that. So, but one thing we know is he was in a stolen car. So, in commission of a felony, if you commit a murder in commission of a felony, someone dies in the commission of your felony, that's murder. Now, I don't know if speeding down the street in a stolen car is a felony. I don't know. Stealing cars, I don't know. Whatever.
True that there were these bullet holes in the car that ultimately struck this poor young fellow.
And while police are accusing Harris of being the driver of that vehicle, his lawyer says there is some evidence to suggest that there were two people inside of the car, and Harris is facing a laundry list of serious charges. Reporting live in Spring Garden, Katie Castro, Channel 6 Action News. Walter.
All right, thank you.